The Chicago Bears 2021 NFL Draft might be over, but that doesn't mean that they are finished making moves. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. And guys, make sure you have the bell icon hit so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Okay, so we said the draft's over, right? But the Bears are not done making moves because they are signing undrafted free agents, and they signed a bunch of them. So I'm going to go through all of the undrafted free agents that they signed, let you know who they signed, and give you guys some info about that. So let's get into it. All right, so here we go. The Bears signed quite a few undrafted free agents here. I'm looking at the list here. We've got, what, 4, 8, 12? Yeah, I think about 12 here. So here's the full list of undrafted free agents. Hopefully my handwriting isn't too bad, but let's start at the top here. Defensive lineman Thomas Schaffer. Defensive end Charles Snowden. Defensive tackle Sam Kamara, no relation to Alvin Kamara. Running back CJ Marable. Linebacker Caleb Johnson. Offensive guard Dorian Parker. Offensive tackle Gunnar Vogel, offensive lineman Gage Cervanka, defensive tackle Daniel Archibong, tight end Scooter Harrington, wide receiver Khalil McLean. Boy, do we love our Khalils. Drafted another one. Cornerback Deontay Ruffin. So there you have it. Yep, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 12. I can count. That's 12 undrafted free agents. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all right, Faiz, that's great. We've drafted 12 undrafted free agents. Who the heck are they? I don't know anything about them. And to be honest, obviously, a lot of people don't, right? These are guys that are, under the radar guys that didn't get drafted for a reason. But a couple of these guys that I want to talk to you about are pretty notable guys that potentially could have gotten drafted. One of them in particular is defensive end Charles Snowden, okay? This is a guy who was the number 2 pass rusher in terms of the undrafted free agents available. So he was one of the top undrafted free agents available, and the Bears snagged him. And I always tell you guys, you can never have enough guys on the defensive line. You can never have enough pass rushers. You need edge rushers, folks. Those are the most important. Remember, I tell you, 3 most important possessions in football in order: quarterback, offensive line, and edge rushers. I could say defensive line, but pass rushers is where it's at. So Charles Snowden, I think he's got a shot to make the team, folks. And here's the thing. A lot of these guys won't make the team. They're undrafted free agents for a reason. But I like this group, all right? 2 other guys I want to talk about. The offensive linemen that we signed, all right? So we drafted 2, and now we signed 2. And Gage Cervanka, one of the offensive linemen that we signed, massive dude. Versatile, can play tackle and guard. You love that. And I'm noticing a lot of versatility on our offensive line, which is going to be phenomenal, and that's only going to help us. And then Dorian Parker, dude is massive, 6'4", 330. I mean, he's just an absolute truck and great at pass protection. And that's another thing that I'm noticing, right? You might be thinking, Faiz, we're getting all these offensive linemen. Does that mean we're running the football more? Sure, that could mean that. But these guys are all pretty good in pass protection. And it's not just you only can dominate in run protection. Like, you can dominate in pass protection as well. And so these guys are going to help a lot in terms of the offensive line. I think our offensive line, I mean, if it was below average last year, it is at worst average now and potentially could be above average, right? That's how much talent I feel like we added to the line. So I really, really like what I've seen from that. Another guy, Deontay Ruffin, cornerback. He's pretty good. Watching him on tape, great at getting his hands on the football. He is sticky. He can do it. All right. So I like that a lot. And so, again, taking a look at these guys in terms of the positions here that we took, we address, again, the positions need. There's a wide receiver here, Khalil McLean. There's a cornerback. There's a 2 offensive linemen. There's, the positions that we need. So, again, not all these guys are going to make the roster, folks. Again, here's the list. They're not all going to make the roster. We know that, the final 53-man roster. But the important thing is to find the gems here. And I believe the gems here are the 2 offensive linemen and Charles Snowden, the edge rusher, the pass rusher, and maybe even that cornerback, Deontay Ruffin. So hopefully that gives you a little insight into the undrafted free agent pool that the Bears and Ryan Pace went ahead and took a look into. Again, I don't know if they're done They might not be. They could still sign more. I'll keep you guys updated, but let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. As always, thanks for watching.